It's my absolute pleasure to welcome two former BMW International Open champions, Miguel Angel Jimenez and Bjorn. Welcome to Munich. And to start things off, on Monday, you finished your round at the US Senior Open. Have you settled to the time zone in Munich? And how was it to arrive late?
Well, you know, coming from overseas you know, we have a quite bad weather on Sunday there with the rain and the foggy, and then kind of the tournament that we finished on Monday, and then we had to fly Monday afternoon already here Tuesday. You know, the body is already used to be on the American time, and then coming to here is it's tough. You know, it's tough because you come in, you not time to rest. Especially me, I don't sleep on the aeroplanes, and then I come in, play the program early in the morning, and I tell to Marco, please, the tournament late and early. I mean, the body needs to rest, you know. Yes, is you know, we are not young anymore. Not all, we are aged, but you know, we need to rest a little bit.
How was it for you, Thomas?
Yeah, it's a bit the same. Obviously, it's what it is. I think, you know, over the last 35 years, I think you learn to, you know, kind of adapt quickly to the situations that present themselves, and it's a nice place to come. And you know, we come here with expectations of just having a nice week. You know, it's a place where over the years we've had success, but we also know what this tournament is all about, and we enjoy coming here. And that's you know, that we both were sitting in the players' lounge last week talking about, you know, it's from scheduling what we're doing is probably not the preferred situation to be in, but because the event is as good as it is, and our history with it, you know, we want to be here. So yeah, travel was difficult, but it's we're here and we can make it work. And unlike Miguel, I'm not off late tomorrow, I'm off early, so I do the early shifts. But you know, you get into it, and once you're out on the golf course, it's not as bad. But yeah, it'd be nice to go home and have a little rest this afternoon.
Miguel, it has been a little while since you've been here in Munich. Has anything changed on the course? What is your impression after the practice round and what program?
I think the last time being here was 2016 maybe, 2016 or 17 probably, 7-8 years ago. And at 10 I hit in 9 iron, 8 iron, 7 irons to the greens, and now I hit 7 woods, 4 irons, 5. but it's not only because I hit it short, I hit it more or less the same distance. But it's, I see that improve a lot on the golf course, making new tees, looking for the new generation that hit it so long. Then obviously the golf course is getting longer, and it's getting tougher for us, compared with the young boys. No? You see the race of these guys, how they smash the ball. I think it's the game of golf is doing in that way. That is different from the way we see the golf, no? When we start, no? But no, the golf course is there. It's in very good conditions. Some new tees, and it's a great venue. The golf course is a great golf course.
Thomas, you are one of the record winners at this tournament, together with some other very good names up there. Is there a special connection that you have to a tournament, not only when you win it, but when you win it more than once?
I mean, from early on, when I got here the first time, it was a golf course that fitted me well. It suited my game. It's changed a lot. You know, since the first time I came here, you know, it's arguably the tournament venue I've seen that's changed the most in the world. You know, there's not one hole out there. There's not a new tee. The greens have been redone. There's a lot of holes that's been redesigned. And I have to say, all for the better. You know, there's not anything out there where you go, they didn't need to do that. It really has just adapted the golf course to the times. They made it so much better golf course. It's a much tougher golf course than it was originally, much tougher, and probably arguably a little bit too hard for the like of us. But you know, we'll go out and play it. It just fitted me well. I liked it. I liked the course. I won it twice, so I actually won it going up against Bernhard both times, which wasn't particularly popular, but those things happen. But I don't know. It's a golf course that just I feel comfortable when I set my feet on the ground here, and I can see how I can play this golf course.
You already mentioned Bernhard, obviously the one big topic for all of us here in Germany this week, his last tournament on the DP World Tour, and of course both of you have shared a lot of moments, a lot of memories, a lot of battles with Bernhard, especially when it comes to the Ryder Cup. Maybe you can tell us some of your favorite or special moments with Bernhard. What sticks out when you think of Bernhard?
Well, Bernhard had to say things, not only about Ryder Cup, no? You look at Bernhard Langer, the way it's the same shape 45 years ago. We started to play golf, but they've been on the tour, no? And he's a talented player, he's got records, and he's still playing beautifully, it's very nice. And on the Ryder Cup, obviously, he's one of the stars on the Ryder Cup, but to me, the best moment with him on the Ryder Cup always when he captained 2004. I was on that team. You were also there, and 2004, and to me, I think it's one of the best aptitude for the Ryder Cup. It was very nice experience with him there.
Thomas?
My view on Bernhard is that as a Northern European, when you look at the game of golf and historically where the game of golf has been, it's obviously been a lot Great Britain and Ireland, Spain, were the leading parts of European golf, and here was this guy that wasn't, from any of that. He represented a different demographic in golf, and he gave a lot of hope to a lot of other countries, players from a lot of other countries, and was a trailblazer in being the best in the world from Noch, where you expect golfers to be from at that time. And Bernhard, he moved mountains for golfers around the world. And when you look at him as a player and you look at him and what he's achieved, he maybe sometimes doesn't get enough credit for how good he was around the world, because it's very easy to pick out in European golf it's easy to pick out Seve, it's easy to pick out Faldo. They're easy people to pick out, and Bernhard kind of went at times a little bit under the radar, but when you started breaking down his records and what he's done, it's quite remarkable, and you'll never meet a truer gentleman of the game than Bernhard Langer. He's an honor to be around, he's a pleasure to be around, and we come here and for me it was very important when Marco Kausler told me that it was going to be Bernhard's last event. It was very important for me to be, I wanted to be here for those reasons, because he was a man that I played a lot of practice with early on in my career. I played a lot of tournament golf with him, but I also played a lot of practice with him. And he always made me feel welcome into his world. And yes, we shared a lot of moments together on the golf course, and especially in Ryder Cups, but for me, it's the man behind all the great results that impresses me the most. Just a true gentleman of the game, and we should celebrate him this week, because what he's achieved is, there's very few people in the game of golf that has ever achieved what Bernhard Langer has achieved.
Thank you so much for sharing that and for your kind words about Bernhard. Are there any questions for Miguel or Thomas? Connie?
Miguel, did Bernhard's farewell here this week in Munich made a difference for you to come as well?
For Bernhard what?
His farewell, the last time he's been here. Does it make a difference for you to come here this week?
No, but it's not the difference. I come in there as Thomas said, Marco asking us to come in as he's the last tournament we're going to play on the DP World Tour. And then it's very, very nice to be here with him and on this legend, to be part on this tournament.
other question about golf to both of you. Is there anything, with all your experience you have, that you would change in the game?
Not really. I think the game is in a pretty, from a playing perspective, it is in a great position. Yeah, I'd like to see the game of golf represent itself better to the world than it does at the moment. I think, in any sport, you want to see the best players compete against each other as often as possible, and golf doesn't present itself in that position at the moment, and that's something that needs to change, for the fans, for the sponsors, and for the players as well. I think you want to see those kind of things, but at the moment that's not the case. So if you ask me straight up, do I want to see something change in the game? Well, I want to see the best players play with each other more often.
Any further questions at this moment? Yeah.
One question to Mr. Jimenez. Are you interested in soccer, football? Do you follow the Euro? Sorry for asking.
Well, no, I know in a couple of days we're going to have a fight with you, but no, I didn't follow much lately the football itself, no? But I know what happened. We're going to have a match on Friday. We're going to take the guns and the knives out. We can fight him, but it's going to be a very good match. And the bad luck of the things that all the strong teams is in one side, it's not mixed. But someone had to win on Friday, and I know you want Germany to win. I want Spain to win, obviously.
So we need to ask Thomas to make the decisive tip.
I'll just stay out. I'll say something I don't want to say.
Ingo?
Thomas, you said already that Bernhard Langer, all his achievements were a little bit under the radar, especially here in Germany too. How's the situation for you guys, for golfers in Denmark?
Danish golf is in a situation at the moment where I don't think we really can understand how lucky we are with the amount of players we have, that both professionally but also amateur-wise, we have a federation that's done an unbelievable job over the last probably 15 years, grown national teams that's been very successful to winning Eisenhower trophies, European amateur championships as a team but also individual. We have huge amount of talent in our programs at the moment, very young players doing well. When a kid that won the British Amateur last week, so we kind of was in a situation, yes, where we've seen players come through and we've been lucky we had some good ones, but at the moment there's just so many of them, and that's unusual for a country our size, and it's just it's a great place to be. I sit on the sidelines and enjoy watching them all, building themselves up, and they also, some of them fall down and hit themselves hard, but that's part of playing this game. But, like Bernhard, I was speaking to him on the flight over, and he sees a bit the same in Germany. It was him for many years, and then it was, Alex came and Martin came, but it was like, but now all of a sudden you go on tour, and there's a big list of German guys, and I think that has a lot to do with like Marcel winning. I think when I see Marcel on tour, having a lot of younger German guys around him has actually made him work harder, it's made him make good choices, and it's made him a better player. And I think for when you're on tour and you have a lot of your nationality around you, it's good for your social life in the window. It makes you, interact with people that you naturally get on with, but it also pushes you harder. It pushes you harder to, in a group, to, you kind of edge each other on a little bit, and it makes you better. And I think, Danish golf, there's a lot to be proud of, but I actually look at German golf and seeing Germany as a country now that are putting itself out there. It's putting itself out there with a good number of players that are all very talented and very good, and that gives them a great future. So that's something to be proud of, but that would never happen. And it would never have happened if you hadn't had a Bernhard Langer. You know, that guy that went above and beyond, and I couldn't believe, I asked him a few questions on that, I couldn't believe he was never an amateur. He never played amateur golf, which I thought was a remarkable thing when you think about where golf is today and to where it was for him. But he never played amateur golf, he played professional golf and became pretty good at it.
Thank you so much, Miguel, Thomas, and I'm pretty sure, first of all, good luck for the weekend, and no matter how the game turns out on Friday, I know you are one of the favorites here.